everyone. So we are from Group 7 and we will present about multiple intelligences. And before we start our presentation, I will introduce the member of the group first. The first one, there is Firman Tegar with student ID 148, and then me, Afifatur Rahmah, with student ID 159, and the last one is Dwi Larasati with student ID 169.
Alright, let's move to the background. So, multiple intelligence proposed by Howard Gardner. He is a student of Harvard psychologist in frames of mind in 1983. Challenge and this multiple intelligence challenge the idea that intelligence is a single IQ based ability. It suggests that humans have multiple types of intelligence. It's representing different ways of learning and expressing understanding. Alright, now it is an introduction. Gardner, Gardner identified nine intelligence like linguistic, logical mathematical, spatial music, spatial, musical, bodily kinesthetic, interpersonal, interpersonal, naturalistic, and existential. Everyone has a unique brand of this intelligence. This theory helps us, as a teacher, recognize diverse talents and learning style. It shifts the question from how smart are you to how are you smart.
Okay, now I will explain about types of intelligences. As my partner mentioned before, that there are nine types of intelligences. So the first one is linguistic intelligence. Linguistic intelligence is about using word effectively like writers or speakers. And then the second is logical mathematical intelligence. This is the ability to think logically and solve problems like scientists. And then the next is spatial intelligence. Spatial intelligence is visualizing things like artists or architects. And then the next is bodily kinesthetic intelligence. This is the ability to control body movement like dancer or athletes. And then the next is musical intelligence. Musical intelligence is about sensitivity to rhythm and sounds like singer or composer. And then the next is intrapersonal intelligence. This is the skill to understand and work well with others. And then next is intrapersonal intelligence. So this is the opposite of interpersonal intelligence. So this is about understanding ourselves, our emotion and motivation. And then the eighth is naturalistic intelligence. This is recognizing and understanding nature like biologists or environmentalists. And the last one is existential intelligence. This is the ability to think deeply about life and human existence. So that's all the types of intelligences. And everyone has a different combination of these intelligences. So teacher should recognize that students learn in a different way.
And now I will also explain about how multiple intelligences can be applied in teaching. So the first one is the teacher can design activities for different intelligences. For example, teachers can use songs for musical learners or maybe games and movement for kinesthetic learners, and then group work for interpersonal learners. And then the second is the teacher should use mixed methods. So not just only lectures and writing, but they can also use discussion and hands-on activities so that students can learn effectively. And then the last is encourage student-centered learning. That's mean giving more opportunities to students to explore and express their ideas in a different way. So by applying multiple intelligences in teaching, that can help students more confident, interested, and also successful in learning.
Okay, this is an advantages and disadvantages of multiple intelligence. The first of disadvantages is fostering self-esteem and motivation. It moves beyond the idea of book smart or not smart. A student struggles with math might be a gifted bodily kinesthetic learner, a dancer or athlete or a musical learner. The impact is validating diverse strengths, builds confidence, and encourages engagement. And the second is empowering differentiated instruction. It encourages educators to use multiple teaching methods for the same content. For example, teaching history not just through reading linguistics but through building a model of a historical site, spatial, or acting out an event bodily kinesthetic. And the last is guiding curriculum design. It encourages a more varied and richer curriculum, ensuring that subjects like art, music, and physical education are valued as they develop non traditional intelligences. Okay, then disadvantages. First is lack of empirical evidence. The biggest critic from psychologists is the lack of hard scientific proof that these intelligences are truly separate and distinct cognitive systems. And the second is it intelligence or talent? Critics argue that musical or bodily kinesthetic skills are better defined as talents, abilities, or skills, not new forms of intelligence. The definition is seen as too broad. The third is misapplication or the learning stylus myth. The theory is often incorrectly confused with learning styles. Many educators wrongly believe they should only teach a student through their strongest intelligence, only using music for a music learner, and the gardener's view he countered against this. He intended the theory to show that all subjects should be taught in diverse ways to strengthen our intelligences. And the last is practical implementation. It is impractical for teachers to consistently design every lesson to address all eight intelligences, especially with large class size and standardized testing requirements. Okay, the last slide is conclusion of multiple intelligence. The multiple intelligence theory suggests intelligence is not just one thing, but a mix of at least eight distinct abilities: linguistic, logical, mathematical, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, intrapersonal, and naturalistic. This comprehensive view acknowledges that everyone has strengths. Its biggest impact is on teaching, especially in fields like language learning. Teachers use multiple intelligence by employing diverse methods like using songs, role playing, and drawing to make lessons engaging and effective for all students, not just those good at reading. That is our presentation about multiple intelligence. Thank you.
Okay, so that's all our explanation about multiple intelligences. And thank you.